Hey folks, Daily Dub, episode 4, snowy Wisconsin. No longer Chicago. Made the journey here over the last 6 hours and was going to check in with you and then get to work. So for today's topic, we have a few questions that we're going to talk about. Some of it's going to be some wrestling, some of it's going to be some figures and some other unique questions. So the first question I got was from Isaiah Washington, and then we're also got some wrestling questions from Mortal Ring Wars and from Phil Jones. We're going to just cover a few wrestling topics. So first, AEW, the new All Elite Wrestling that has launched from Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks, and it's being run by the Khan family that own the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm not going to talk a lot about it, but I'm very engaged and intrigued by it. The fact that they signed Chris Jericho. If you listen to Chris Jericho's podcast that he put out this week, he stated that it was the best offer he had ever received in his entire career by far. So they're paying money, and they have a billionaire supporting them, so they've got money to spend. The question of, do I think it can compete with WWE? I don't think they're trying to compete with the WWE. I think they're trying to give an alternative, a real alternative for something different for, a previous age of wrestling or whatever that case may be. So I don't know that that's their effort. If you ask, can they compete globally with the WWE across their entire business model? That answer is no. WWE is a publicly traded billion-dollar company. It's just too big. One day, sure, maybe, but not anytime soon. It does sound like they have a TV deal lined up. They're not being public with that yet, but per Chris Jericho, at least, they have a TV deal that's close to being announced, and they're not going to be an app or streaming, is what Jericho said. That may or may not be true, but that's what he said on his podcast. So I am interested in it. I think they will be a steady player. I think they'll be bigger than Ring of Honor, bigger than TNA. Probably not as big as New Japan, but I think they can do it. So that's my thoughts on All Elite Wrestling. I am going to check it out. I'm considering going to Vegas for the Double or Nothing show, so they've got my attention. I love being the Elite. It's like the Elite Dub life, That's what they do on their YouTube channel, so I enjoy watching that. As far as WWE and Raw and thoughts, I haven't watched a lot of WWE recently. I still watch the pay-per-views. I still have the WWE Network, but it's not been very good the last couple years, and they've lost my attention. I think the women's division is much stronger than the men's division, but they certainly have incredible talent. I love Finn Balor. I love AJ Styles. They got a remarkable amount of talent, but the writing has been pretty challenging. So, in terms of my favorite wrestlers ever, my favorite wrestler of all time, very easy. It's Goldust. I mean, Goldust. That's my favorite wrestler ever. I love Ric Flair, of course, being from the South. And so those would probably be my two favorites. I love Shawn Michaels. So that's my wrestling thoughts for the day. Knight of Ren asked me a question. If I could have a drink with any Star Wars character at the Mos Eisley Cantina, who would it be? That's easy, right? I mean, for me, it's Rey. Daisy Ridley's strong, so we're going to go talk to Rey, have a little drink, see what it's like, being kind of a loner and, give a little company. You know what I'm talking about, right? She can use the Force. I mean, come on. So it would be Rey. I like Rey. I like Rey a lot. I know that a lot of you have a lot of hate for the recent Star Wars stuff, but I don't think it's her. I think she's a good character. There are, if I had to pick someone else, Chewbacca. I mean, I bet he can throw him down, bellying up to the bar. So probably a good time with old Chewie. Then the last question I'm going to do is from IRS. I don't know if it's IRS from Million Dollar Man IRS, but that's my final question today. And that is, what are my top 3 figures that I own? Which is a good question. I own a lot. It'll probably fall into a category you're not thinking. So these are not in an order. They're just my 3 favorite. The first one, which I'd say is my favorite one that has no sentimental reasons other than it's the favorite one I own, is the Iron Man Mark 47 hot toy from Spider-Man Homecoming. I love it. I love the silver suit in that. It's die-cast. It's a phenomenal toy. It's ridiculously expensive now on eBay. It's shot up in value. I've had it since it launched. I loved that Iron Man. I loved the way Tony Stark was in that movie. And so I think that's my favorite Iron Man figure that I have. My other two have, I love the toy, but there also has some sentimental reasons. So number 2 is my Fin Fang Foom Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure. I've been searching for that for many years. I have various parts of it. I think I have 5 or 6 of the components, and they're just really expensive to get, and you have to buy figures that aren't great sometimes to get them. But when we went to the Columbus Toy Show several months ago, when I came and visited Josh and Karina and Toy Bills and Slapshot Toys, Kyle and Cincy, and we all went to the toy show. I was able to get it there from Game Runners at the toy show, and Josh was able to go help me negotiate a little bit and give me a little cheaper price because I didn't want to pay the price they had, and they wouldn't come down. So, you know, Josh had to use a little of that pants power, hey, you know, woo, and negotiate it down like a few extra bucks. And so not only do I have that Fin Fang Foom that I love, I think it's the best Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure. It's hard to get, even though I still now have the other 5 or 6 pieces I have. I have that, which I love, that character. I think my favorite comic book of all time might be the Gwenpool Holiday Special, where it's Pantsgiving, and Fin Fang Foom has come to Earth, and he's telling everybody instead of Thanksgiving, it's Pantsgiving, which means it's a holiday from wearing pants. And the whole plot of the comic is to convince Punisher to wear shorty shorts. That's right up my alley, folks, you know. But not only is it a cool figure, but it's also, you know, has some sentimental, you know, it was a fun weekend with Josh, and he helped me get that figure, so that means a lot. Number 3 is my Vision Hot Toys from Age of Ultron. So twofold, I love Vision. I think the Vision run, 12 issues from several years ago that Tom King wrote is fantastic. One of my favorite runs of comics ever. And I really love that series. I love Vision. I love the Vision Scarlet Witch storyline in the comics. I thought it was good in the movie. I just love Vision. I love that character. And so it's the only one they have, I think, a hot toy. So I love the character, but also my sister Victoria bought that for me as a gift. And as a thank you gift for making one of her dreams come true of taking a family trip to New York City. And she bought it for me in New York City. I believe that was at either Image Anime or Midtown Comics. I think it was Image Anime. She bought me the Vision Hot Toy, which is awesome. So it carries a strong sentimental value. Sister bought it for me. We were on a fun trip together, great memories, and it's a character I love. So those, in no particular order, are my 3 favorite figures that I own. All right, video's going long. It's late. For me, I got to get to work. And anyway, I'll talk to you probably in the morning before I set out for work tomorrow and try to get it up before I leave. But it's frigid here. I don't know what'll happen Saturday because we got snowstorm. So anyway, talk to you in the morning. Squeeze it.